There's no need to drive around South Florida wasting valuable time looking for a new or certified pre-owned Acura. Go to the #1 volume sales dealership in the Southeast United States. Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. Purchase with pace and space in a dealership tailored to your needs. From home buying to providing that personal touch. Contact the 2020 Satisfaction Award winner Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. 888-776-5123. That's 888-776-5123. Or visit them at 15601 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines.
With more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes, Welton Rayom is committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. They handle complex personal injury claims caused by the fault of another in both state and federal courts. They handle auto, trucking, motorcycle, slip and fall, and bicycle accidents. Call 954-966-4646. That's 954-966-4646. Welton Rayom can help.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
All right, we are live. It is the Smackdown recap, the debut of Smackdown on the USA Network. And it was a pretty damn good Smackdown tonight, right? An intriguing one. It had an overrun, which is something they didn't have on Fox. And it started with the steel cage match. And I got to tell you, man. And Terry, what's up, man? Dad, what's up? Everybody watching on Twitch and X, appreciate you. If you please hit that like, share it, jump on over to YouTube, Stanley Media House Network, hit that subscribe button. Help me out. Trying to get to 1,000 still. Let anybody likes talk wrestling, let them know we're here, please. I know I'm not the big news networks or anything like that. I just want to talk wrestling with fans and hear and bounce things back and forth off of wrestling fans. This is a show by a fan for fans. I have wrestled before, but it was on the independent scene. I'm still a big time fan of wrestling. The SmackDown show, like I said, I loved the cage match. I loved everything about it. I thought it was actually better than their match they had at the PLE, at the Premium Live event. I thought it felt better, and maybe the part with the cage and all that, it just had a better feel to it. I did not like the ending. I didn't like Solo just getting beat clean. We talked a little bit about it Tuesday night. It is the Squared Circle Digest at 7 p.m. Usually it's going to bounce around a little bit because we got traveling and things like that coming up for the Dolphin season. So, but I will try to get that out there. But it felt like, look, Solo wasn't going, I get that Solo wasn't going to win this cage match. But you could have had a number of things, somehow transpire to where, maybe Jacob Fatu is pounding on Cody. Cody's at the door. He hits Cody. Cody falls through the door. They've done the thing too before. I don't know if they'll do it in this age. It was more like Stone Cold, I know, did it that one time where Paul White, when he debuted, it was a cage match. He grabs him, he throws him up against the cage swings open, and he drops down and beat Mr. McMahon. I can't remember if it was Umaga or if it was Bobby Lashley. They were doing, actually, I think it was Bobby Lashley in the cage. Umaga was on the outside of the cage, and Lashley did like a splash into the cage. It came down on top of Umaga, and then he rolled out of the cage for the win. I believe is that match the way it went down too. Like, I would have enjoyed something more that way, because I thought you do it clean now. To me, Solo loses that main event rub to me. You know, I mean, you've watched it the last couple weeks where Roman came back and cleaned out everybody but Jacob Fatu. You watch it tonight. The Bloodline, other than Jacob Fatu, they're nothing. I mean, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are just there to be beat up dolls. Their bodies to get, I would rather have Ricky out there. For those that didn't watch SmackDown, if you get a chance, watch it. That was KO's partner, Ricky. But it's just, I feel like you could have done better by Solo if, you know, again, it's a cage match. Get the Bloodline involved somehow. Cody goes to exit. Jacob's right there at the door. You know, however, you know, it could have been, it just, to me, it was like, okay, here's one-on-one. Cody beats him, and now you want me to believe that Solo is on the same, I mean, he's on the same level as the tribal chief, the original tribal chief, the only tribal chief, Roman Reigns. He just got beat clean by Cody. Then, you know, the Bloodline comes out. They start beating down on Cody. Out comes Roman. And then somehow during the time Roman's coming out, Jacob Fatu somehow exits the cage. But they don't cross paths. Roman goes into the cage. He closes it. He kind of takes out Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga. And then the numbers finally get to him. Then Cody comes back. And they start cleaning house. Solo's there. Fatu pulls him out as Roman is about to go after Solo. Then Jacob Fatu hops up on the cage. Roman signals him to come in. They tease it. They give it to you. They wanted to see what the reaction was going to be. And that Seattle crowd did not disappoint. I think they got the reaction they thought they were going to get, which was the crowd wanting those two to go to battle. Ultimately, of course, Solo pulls Jacob Fatu out, and all is kind of settled, except you've got Roman staring down Solo outside as Jacob Fatu puts the Olafala on Solo Sikoa. And then you also see him kind of side-eyeing, looking over at Cody, who is holding up the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight title. We leave. We come back after break. And Nick Aldis says that Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga want to talk to him. They got a challenge or something to issue out, and Nick Aldis said this night is far from over. They go to the ring, and now you've got Michin and Piper Niven wrestling, which, look, I'm glad they got some TV time. I wish they would have got a little bit more time. But the match was to set up for Michin gets the win. Niven and Chelsea Green kind of leave her laying. I'm guessing they're going to end up setting up a tag match. Who's going to be Michin's tag team partner? We'll have to see. We'll have to see who that's going to end up being. But I'm happy that Piper Niven and Michin are getting some TV time. I like the Machine as she's done. She's got some TV time with Nia now. She's been working with Tiffany. She's now working over with Piper and Chelsea Green. I'm glad Chelsea Green, although she is she's everywhere, right? She's on SmackDown. She's been to Raw. She's on NXT. She's trusted for Julia. So it is going to be interesting now to see where they go with that tag team match there. Then you had Kevin Owens come out, take A-Town down, and he brings out a partner at the beginning. He says his partner was unable to make it, and he's teaming up with Ricky, which apparently he's part of a tag team, and they're actually going to be the tag team that he's a part of will be fighting, I believe it's FTR in a couple weeks or this weekend, possibly. I saw Sean Ross Sapp had sent that out. He's part of a tag team. I forgot what it's called. I want to say it was Miami Heat, but I can't remember if that's exactly the name of it. But so it's going, he comes out, and then all of a sudden the producer comes running over and he's like, he's here. And he's like, hey, Ricky, I'm not going to need you. And he stuns him, and Ricky rolls out. The music hits. And I'll tell you this right now, was not the person I thought it was going to be. Because if you notice, before that match started, who do they show? They show Rob Van Dam. They show Vicky Guerrero. Then they show Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. And I go, Gunther, interesting. I wonder if it's Sami Zayn. I even sent out a tweet. I was like, there's Gunther. It's got to be Sami Zayn, right? Sami Zayn's got to be the partner. And as soon as I sent the enter button, I hit the enter button, the X goes out. And I hear voices plays. And I'm like, yep, I am totally wrong. Although the dynamic between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton that they have in the ring as partners, it's fantastic, man. Fantastic. And of course, they do all their normal stuff. At the end, it's an RKO. It's a stunner. 1, 2, 3. A-Town down, goes down. You had the spot with Nia coming out. And then Bayley comes out. And then Tiffy Time comes out and says that, she would have beat Bayley if Nia didn't get involved. And then now there's a match going to be set up. I don't know if this is next week or maybe the week out. I believe it's next week, actually. It's going to be Nia and Tiffany Stratton. I almost said Tiffy Time. And Tiffany Stratton taking on Naomi and Bayley. Now, here's the interesting thing. Here are the dynamics of this match. If Bayley and Naomi win, the person that gets the winning pin will face Nia Jax at Bad Blood. If Nia or Tiffany pin Naomi or Bayley, the person that is pinned is no longer on SmackDown. I honestly think at some point it's going to be a double pin. Naomi and Bayley are either both going to pin Nia, or they're both going to have Tiffany Stratton down and Nia down, and they both get the pin. I ultimately think you're going to end up getting a 3-way, triple threat at Bad Blood. Nia Jax, Naomi, and Bayley. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tiffany Stratton is involved in there, maybe cashing in the briefcase at the end of that match. Then you had the match 5 of Andrade and Carmelo. And again, they delivered. I love all 5 of their matches. The spot outside the ring, they landed on their side and like higher up on their shoulders. It looked, but during the picture-in-picture, they went to break and both of them got in the ring. They finished the match. Andrade gets the win. LA Knight's music hits, and out comes LA Knight. Says Andrade won the hit it and quit it sweepstakes, and he's going to verse LA Knight and Andrade next week for the United States title. During that time also, it is announced by Nick Aldis that Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu have issued a challenge. They signed the contracts already for Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes to take them on at Bad Blood. Cody Rhodes enters the office and says, "Hey, I told you out there, I am done with the bloodline. This is this is Roman's business. I'm done. I'm not signing that contract." And at that point, I sent out a tweet and I said, "Will Cody Rhodes team up with Roman Reigns at Bad Blood?" And believe it or not, I think you guys kind of, oh no, there was another vote added. I think it was kind of took it over. 53% said no, 47% said yes. And as we see at the end, Roman Reigns comes out and he's talking. He's like, "Hey, this is family. This is bloodline business. I don't need to sign a contract. I don't need Cody's help. This is my ring. This is my SmackDown. This is my, WWE." And then Cody's music hits. Cody comes out and he said, "Roman, it's not yours anymore. It hasn't been since WrestleMania." And he throws down the microphone. Roman throws down his microphone. It looks like they're going to go to war. Solo's music hits. They're coming out. They're walking to the ring, him and Jacob Fatu. Tama Tonga Tongaloa, of course. Jump Roman Reigns and Cody. And we all know what's going to happen, right? It automatically doesn't end well for Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. Nothing ever ends well for them. They are kind of the LWO. Those two are the LWOs of SmackDown. When you see them, usually it's not going to be a good thing unless it's Jacob Fatu. Whereas the LWO, it's usually not a good thing unless it's Rey Mysterio. So now they battle out. Roman hits, the slam. Cody hit his Cody cutter from the top rope, which he almost slipped, but he caught himself and hit it. Roman walks over to the contract, picks it up, signs it, slams it shut. Cody's kind of looking at him. He's looking down at Nick Aldis. He's looking around at everywhere. Sticks his hand out. Roman kind of smirks. Nonchalantly kind of just like hands it to him. Cody signs the contract. It is official. At Bad Blood, it will be Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Now, I'll tell you this. I am happy Jacob Fatu is getting his flowers right now. I just don't understand where it goes, because the way the cage match ends, other than them jumping Cody at the end there's nothing for Cody to gain in this. He just beat Solo Sikoa. He's got nothing to gain in this. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see the buildup to go to, because to me, in this, it's great as a wrestling fan to sit and say, okay, Roman and Cody, they're going to go to battle for each other. But I think I would have teased it more. Like, if I was Cody, I'd have been like, Roman signs it, and then Cody just be like, "I can't do it. I'm not doing it this week." Then maybe the bloodline jump them next week, and Roman comes, not necessarily making the save, but to at least stop the beatdown, and then Cody and them. And then as it's slowly going, then maybe you end up signing the contract. I feel like it was rushed. It was just like, hey, this is our debut episode of SmackDown. We need to have that oh shit moment. All right, let's team Cody and Roman up right here tonight. I feel like, look, Cody just pinned Solo 1, 2, 3 clean in a steel cage match because he got jumped from behind by Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. He's going to, and again, they're probably going to have Cody come out and be like, look, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I thought I was done with the bloodline, but they keep wanting to jump me from behind and this and that. Now we'll finish it this way. But we're going to have to see, because ultimately now you have Roman Reigns as a baby. You have Cody as a baby. At some point, they're going to go to battle. They're not going to stay buddy-buddy and friends, and they're not even buddy-buddy or friends now. So I don't understand why Cody was so quick to like, hey, give me the contract. I'm going to sign it now. No. Roman could have signed it, and Cody could have just been like, I'm out. I'm not doing this tonight. I'm done with the bloodline. I said I was done with the bloodline. I came out to talk to you because you were running your mouth saying this is your ring, this is your SmackDown, this is your WWE. I came out to tell you that since WrestleMania, it isn't. Then I got jumped from behind. We took care of that business. And we're good. I just don't understand why all of a sudden it's, oh, Cody's got to sign it tonight. Like, other than the oh shit moment that you get because the debut episode of SmackDown, I don't think there's anything to gain from that tonight. It's cool. It's great as a wrestling fan. Yes, I'm getting Cody and Roman teaming up. But when I go to watch Bad Blood, do I really think they're going to be this orchestrated tag team? The build up to it, it's going to be, can Cody trust Roman? Can Roman trust Cody? You heard Solo outside the ring. He's like, hey, that's the guy that took your title. He don't like you. He beat you. And that's what you're going to get, I think, in the build up here is just all of the, the build-up's going to be that Solo's going to be like, Cody, you think you can trust him? Roman, you think you can trust him? And we're going to get that all the way up to, I believe it's October 5th. So overall, man, fantastic. I love the new music, the new entrance. Apparently they're going to go with more known singers now, as far as the songs go. So we'll see how that goes. I like the new logo. I like the new look. The production is always, from the WWE side, is always on point. Roman got a shitload of pyro. Triple H actually opened the show, which that's usually what they do, right? The first show on the thing or a new season, the season premiere, it's always, Triple H, Stephanie, Vince, Shane. There's always one of the faces opening up the show. Tonight it was Triple H. Welcome everybody to SmackDown in Seattle. And they're getting it started with the steel cage match. Overall, not a lot of surprises. I mean, I think you knew Roman Reigns was going to come back. Overall, and so the only thing that I guess you can kind of point at and be like, that's kind of different is the signing of the contract, which I think was rushed because you have time. You have time to milk this out. If, again, you keep attacking Cody and Roman, not Roman necessarily saving them, but Roman's wants to take down the bloodline for what they did to him. So he keeps, there, and then ultimately you can build it into something. But tonight there was no reason for Cody to want to be Roman's partner. Because Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa attacked you guys from behind. So that's my 25 cents on SmackDown there tonight. I appreciate everybody that's joined us on X, on Twitch, if you're watching us on YouTube, appreciate you. If you're on YouTube, please make sure you hit that like button, get it out in the algorithms. If you're on X or Twitch, jump over the Stanley Media House Network, hit that like button. TNA is pay-per-view is going on, or it might be almost over now. We'll have that up tomorrow coming to the channel. I probably won't do live. It won't be a live. It'll be a recorded. And there's also more content coming sports-wise, NASCAR-wise, and some other things coming to the Stanley Media House Network channel. It won't just all be wrestling, but I will concentrate. A majority of it will be toward wrestling. So I thank everybody that is tuned in tonight, either on X, on Twitch, or on the YouTube channels. Wherever you're at, please hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the share. Please get it out there. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight. This is the Squared Circle Digest. And also don't forget, every Tuesday night, 7 p.m., myself, Frankie Fresco, we come on and talk everything AEW, WWE. We throw in a little bit of the TNA. Sometimes we do NXT depending on what's going on, but he also does that show with his brother, so we do not jump over on that. And then also there might be some new things coming to the Stanley Media House Network YouTube channel. So make sure you join, be a part of the community. Once again, I thank each and every one of you for spending a little bit of your Friday night with me. And in the words of the great Gordon Soley, so long from the Sunshine State.